The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the love story between Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor is becoming more and more dramatic and unpredictable. Recent episodes have shown that Brooke seems to be overly obsessed with Ridge, leading to a series of confusing actions. Meanwhile, the appearance of Taylor and her own health and mental problems have made this love triangle even more complicated. Below is a detailed analysis of each development, from doubts about Brooke's health to the big questions. Who will Ridge choose, and is Brooke really leaving? Brooke's obsession with Ridge. Brooke has long been devoted to Ridge, but this obsession has become more evident since Forrester Creations went through major changes. With the company's leadership reorganized and the workload increasing, she should have focused on handling work and issues related to Hope. However, Brooke's thoughts seem to revolve around Ridge. While everyone has their moments of daydreaming or distraction, Brooke is constantly plagued by her dreams about Ridge. During any meeting or project, she often falls into a blank state and no longer cares about the details of the business. This makes many people question her mental health. Not only does Brooke simply love and want to be close, she also shows unusual desperation, to the point of being willing to beg Ridge to come back, despite the fact that he has made his own choice. To longtime viewers, Brooke has been known to be steadfast when it comes to love. However, the current intensity suggests that she may be having a mental crisis or is being controlled by some hidden health problem. Begging behavior and loss of self-esteem. One plot twist that surprised viewers was Brooke begging Ridge to choose her over Taylor. In theory, she knew that Ridge had made his decision weeks ago, but still expressed her request in a seemingly hopeless way. Loss of self-esteem. From a confident, strong Brooke, she now seems to have lost herself. Her actions of begging, even undressing in the office, to attract Ridge's attention, make people wonder, is Brooke affected by something more serious? Previously, Brooke never left or ignored her daughter. However, her recent obsession with Ridge has made her almost forget her role as a mother, leaving Hope alone with work and personal problems. These signs not only show that Brooke is completely lost in love, but also create the basis for many hypotheses about mental health or other diseases that she may be suffering from. The hypothesis that Brooke has a brain tumor, a question that is attracting the attention of fans. Could Brooke have a brain tumor? This is a dramatic plot that is entirely possible when her series of unusual manifestations do not stop at obsessing about Ridge or neglecting work, but also include prolonged loss of concentration and unstable mood. Usually, brain tumors or serious health problems can lead to changes in personality, mental state, and behavior. Hysteria, begging, unreasonable demands can be a reflection of the brain being affected. If a brain tumor really exists, Brooke will be at risk of being removed from the main timeline of the film. The audience will also be curious whether Ridge will choose to be with Brooke, who is sick and in need of love, or with Taylor, who has also fallen into a state of psychological crisis. Taylor and broken heart syndrome. While Brooke is showing signs of instability, Taylor appears with the story of broken heart syndrome. This is a type of cardiovascular disorder that comes from shock or severe mental pain. Taylor has made Ridge feel guilty and spend more time with her. Ridge's guilt may make him want to compensate, stay with Taylor, and that makes Brooke more afraid of losing Ridge than ever. On one side is Taylor with a heart condition due to emotional trauma. On the other side is Brooke, who may have a brain tumor. This is clearly a dramatic medical race, putting Ridge in a dilemma: take care of his ex-wife with a broken heart or stay with Brooke, who is critically ill with the brain. Who will Ridge choose? The question is, if Brooke really has a serious illness, will Ridge return to her or stay with Taylor? In the context of the film, Ridge is always torn between the two most important women in his life. Brooke's serious health crisis could move Ridge to feel compassion and reconsider their long-standing feelings. Pity factor. Ridge could choose Brooke out of compassion if the doctor confirms she's in danger. Taylor, then, would be in a weak position. He's made his decision in advance, but everything could change due to illness. The drama lies in whether Ridge will risk everything to be with his ex-wife in danger. Catherine Kelly Lang's status hints at a departure? Actress Catherine Kelly Lang once posted a status talking about starting a new journey and a new beginning. This raises suspicions that there's a turning point for Brooke's character. If the script shows Brooke being diagnosed with a brain tumor and dying, it would be a huge shock to the audience. Brooke has been a mainstay on The Bold and the Beautiful, and her departure would create a turning point that could change the entire structure of the main character. However, TV series often have twists and then unfold unexpectedly. It is possible that Brooke will clinically die and then make a spectacular comeback, or leave the show for a short time and then reappear. Catherine Kelly Lang's message could just be a hint about a new direction in her career or a parallel project. The ability to change the situation and impact the audience if Brooke really leaves due to illness. The character Brooke has been with the audience for many years, a symbol of passion and determination in love. Waiting for an unbelievable script, The Bold and the Beautiful is famous for its shocking twists. Brooke's death could be a brave move, but it is also risky to let the soul of the show go. Watch the remaining characters, Ridge, Taylor, Hope, and even supporting characters like Steffi or Thomas will have to adapt to Brooke's absence. Maybe they will unite or confront each other more, creating new conflicts. Love war or medical tragedy. Through a series of developments, it is clear that the content is pushing Brooke into a dramatic turn. The obsession with Ridge, the begging behavior, the lack of concentration at the company, along with the suspicion of a brain tumor, create a tense picture. Meanwhile, Taylor holds the trump card broken heart syndrome, also pulling Ridge towards her in her own way. The Bold and the Beautiful always knows how to conquer viewers with unexpected scripts and intense emotions. Whether Brooke really leaves the game or is just facing a medical crisis that will be resolved at the last minute, the upcoming episodes will certainly have many more shocking details. Viewers should continue to watch to see what Ridge will make the final decision and whether Brooke has a chance to revive. This is the climax, promising countless emotions for fans of the show. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that the hospital is in chaos as Liam fights for his life after a serious intracranial hemorrhage. Not only is Liam's life at risk, a shocking secret about who Kelly's real father is also at risk of being exposed. Here's a detailed breakdown of each episode, shedding light on why Liam's medical crisis could lead to a bombshell that changes the entire relationship between Steffi, Bill, and Liam himself. Liam's life and death battle and the tense atmosphere at the hospital. The heated confrontation between Liam and Bill escalated into a terrible fight, resulting in Liam suffering a serious intracranial hemorrhage. Immediately, doctors were forced to perform emergency tests and complex medical procedures to save his life. Steffi was restless, constantly screaming for help, making the atmosphere suffocating. The medical team had to race against time, transfuse blood, and perform quick blood tests to stabilize Liam's condition. It was at this point, when the blood tests were conducted, that all doubts about Kelly's paternity were once again put on the table. Questioning Kelly's paternity, The Perfect Storm, The Bold, and the Beautiful's background once revealed that Liam was Kelly's father, and the DNA test results from years ago confirmed it. However, many viewers still believe that the initial test situation contained many shady signs. Steffi and Bill's one-night stand, once considered a stain that ruined many relationships. This secret relationship has always fueled doubts about whether Kelly was really Liam's daughter. At that time, Bill did not want to be Kelly's father because it would completely destroy any chance of reconciliation with Liam. On the other hand, Bill also wanted Steffi to avoid scandal and deeper hurt. With Liam in need of urgent testing and a blood transfusion, if the doctors discover the blood type incompatibility between Liam and Kelly, things could take a different turn. This could be the moment when the truth that has been buried for years finally comes to light. Bill's suspicious behavior deciphers fears. Since Liam's hospitalization, it's easy to see Bill Spencer appearing more anxious and restless than usual. Although he appears to be a loving father to his son, it's clear that there's something more than just a concern. Bill has been seen lurking around the labs multiple times, asking questions about the medical procedures Liam is undergoing. This leaves Ridge, who is also at the hospital to support Steffi, skeptical. Why does Bill care so much about the specifics of blood tests? Fear of exposure. It is theorized that Bill is worried that the test results might expose the truth he has been hiding, that Kelly might be Bill's daughter and not Liam's. Bill seems willing to do anything to prevent this from being revealed, said a behind-the-scenes source. The possibility that Bill manipulated the test results in the past. In the long history of the show, there has been no shortage of cases of DNA manipulation to hide the true identity of a child. And Bill has both the reason and the ability to do so. As a powerful businessman, Bill can pressure the lab to produce results that are favorable to him. In addition, his love and ambition for Steffi, combined with his desire not to lose his son Liam, create a strong motivation for Bill to take action. Many people on the set shared that Bill always had an unusual closeness to Kelly. Seeing the way he cares for and loves Kelly, there are a few moments that make people wonder, does Bill really consider Kelly as his own daughter? If this cover-up is exposed, Bill will face the wrath of not only Liam, but also Steffi and the Forrester family, who put their faith in the previous DNA results. Test results and the prospect of a bomb exploding in long-running TV dramas, a medical crisis often acts as a key to unlock a series of shocking secrets. This time, Liam's blood was thoroughly tested to treat an intracranial hemorrhage. Doctors may also need to compare his blood sample with Kelly's. If there is a discrepancy, everything will explode. This is the clearest sign that the alleged biological father may not be related to the child. In case of extreme anxiety, Bill may proactively confess everything to avoid being caught red-handed and facing worse consequences. The fact that Liam's life is hanging by a thread may make Bill realize that running away is no longer meaningful at this time, instead of a bitter confession. Devastating impact on all parties involved if the truth is revealed. Kelly is Bill's daughter. A series of relationships on the bold, and the beautiful will be broken or at least suffer cracks that are difficult to heal. She will have to face the past. The wrong night with Bill was not just a temporary mistake, but will be permanently marked by Kelly's existence. Steffi trusted the test results back then. Now she has to face the feeling of being deceived and guilty for accidentally pushing Liam into the position of a false father. To Liam, Kelly is not just a child. She is the daughter he has always loved and protected. If Kelly is not his biological child, the feeling of loss and betrayal will be extremely heavy. Although Bill and Liam have had many conflicts in the past, this incident could be an incurable wound, causing Liam to completely lose faith in Bill. Joy or nightmare, Bill will probably have another daughter, but at the same time will have to trade off his father-daughter relationship with Liam and the trust of the whole family. The image of a powerful boss could collapse if everyone knows that Bill intentionally manipulated the test results. Possibility of being isolated. If this is exposed, Bill could be turned away by the entire Forrester family and his own son, putting him in a completely deadlocked situation. Dramatic predictions and unpredictable consequences. Loyal viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful certainly won't want to miss any episode when the plot is reaching its climax. The prospect of Bill being forced to confess at the moment of Liam's life or death, or the doctor announcing an incompatible blood type, are typical situations that make viewers hold their breath. How will Steffi react? She has to choose between facing the buried secret or continuing to protect the lie, all of which directly affect Kelly's future. Will Liam survive the surgery? If he wakes up and finds out that the secret has been exposed, what will his psychology be in crisis? What will Bill lose? Bill's love, honor, or even his own son's respect could all be lost. Is the secret about to be revealed, or is it just a dead end? The story of cerebral hemorrhage and abnormal blood transfusion is a classic motif in American television series, and The Bold and the Beautiful is applying it thoroughly to push the drama to its peak. From Liam lying unconscious and Steffi in pain to Bill panicking, everything seems to suggest a terrible secret about to be exposed. Those who love The Bold and the Beautiful understand that the plot about father-son relationships and unexpected twists are the specialties of the show. Will this bomb officially explode, or will a new plot push the truth about Kelly into the dark again? Whatever the final outcome, the audience can be sure that the next episodes will be extremely tense, disrupting the entire relationship between Steffi, Liam, and Bill, and creating an important turning point for Kelly's fate. With Liam's health in serious jeopardy, Steffi's mental health hanging by a thread, and Bill reeling from the fear of being exposed, the stage is set for a must-see series. Let's see how far The Bold and the Beautiful will take this tragedy, and who will suffer the most when the truth comes to light.
Oh.